Hello and welcome everybody to the first live edition of Swords of Blood development updates. Guys, it was a doozy of an opening weekend for us, and we sincerely apologize for anyone who had a poor playing experience. We hope we do enough to bring you back because unfortunately what we experienced was out of our hands, out of our control. A node went down for Ape Chain. That was the node for our sequence. Pretty much everything that we did with NFTs is through sequence, through the node that Ape Chain provides, and that went down, and it really put a hurting on us as far as being able to mint, able to transfer or activate NFTs in game. And it happened the day that we went live, and it was the worst possible time for it to happen, but it did, and we've got to move forward with it, and we've got to keep going. So that's what this video is all about today. I'm going to show you everything that we've done to upgrade, to add to the game, and plus what we're going to be adding later on. And there's also going to be a giveaway. Once I show you some of the features of the game, I will do a giveaway that will be the final item of the features updates. So what do we have? We have a couple new things, and one of the things is that the lottery portal no longer will roll for items, they roll for parts, and you can roll for an epic or legendary part with the A through S gear parts. You can do an A only roll, do a gold lottery roll, and then materials and blessings that stay in-game items. These are in-game blessings, in-game materials. These are just in-game items. The gold lottery and the A parts and A through S parts are all NFT parts. So we're going to go ahead and do a single roll, see what we get here. See if we get a legendary part or an epic part. Alright, we got one epic part. Cool. And then we're going to go back and look through our guts tab and see where that lies. And see if we may have already had one. So we've already had a couple of testing days to check in on this. And you see we have our items here up top. And then you see we have parts. These parts are, with the denoted with the puzzle piece. And there's our epic scent of insanity part. And then if you don't know what these parts do or what they are, you can take the name and then you can kind of go into the items and collections, and you can see what everything is and what they do. I'm pretty sure that epic is a there we go. Details. Epic scent of insanity is an artifact, a shadow artifact. Charge in, targeting in the targeting direction, dealing damage equal to 280% of attack, and leaving a vile mist along your path, damaging enemies for 110% of attack over 4 seconds. So that's a pretty cool charge. You leave a trail and doing more damage as enemies walk into it. That's a pretty cool ability. And then you see in your parts that we have artifacts. We have actually one of those. We have 5 of this artifact. Oh, weapons. We have one that we can make. You guys ready to craft a weapon? Let's craft a weapon. Alright, so we see here we have the indicator here, that red dot indicator, that we have a part that we can create and create a full item. So we are going to combine. We're going to continue. And we made an item. Let's see here. See, now we have 9 HBox NFTs. We had 10, and we have an epic heretic sword. So we were able to burn one of the NFTs and burn 100 parts to create this epic heretic sword. Now we're going to do the other one. We're going to go back to items, parts, weapon. We have enough to combine for another one. Alright. We're going to combine. Alright, that's what we get, and we can continue. And then that is done. Now we have 52 parts. And then we go into our actual inventory or equipment screen, In our equipment, you see we have 2 of these swords. So this is what we're going to do, and this is what I'm going to give away. We're going to take these 2, and we're going to fuse them. Oh, but you see, I don't have enough gold, so I gotta go and burn a couple of gold NFT packs. So this is where you would go back to your guts tab, and I'm gonna burn 2 NFT packs and see if I can fuse this. So NFT gold, convert to item, convert the item. Alright, so now I got 2.3 million gold. Okay. I'm going to do that one more time. Convert item, convert. And I got 4.6. Okay. Now let's see if we can do a fusion now. Now let's see if we can fuse. Oh, I can't because I gotta level them up to maximum blessing. You see, level up to maximum blessing and level to receive a random legendary item. So here's the deal. Since I can't do the blessing yet, and I can't do the fusion yet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away these 2 swords to commenters on the video who comment Swords of Blood and their guts address. Give me your guts address, and I will pick 2 at random and give these 2 items away. They'll both be heretic swords. They're pretty powerful weapons. So yeah, we got those. So we've got fusion that we've tested. We've tested this offline, or not offline, but in the Unity build. We know that it works. But we've got fusion, we've got crafting, we've got NFTs back up and running. We've got all of our NFTs coming, going, transacting as they should. And we've got some more that's going to be coming in the coming days. We're going to start doing updates about every 5 days. About every 5 to 7 days, we will update, adding more and more to the game. Because what we found is that with the way that this code works, the way that this game is that when we try to add everything all at one time, something inevitably breaks, and we have to go back and drop everything to find out what caused the issue. So we're going to go and we're going to start adding 1 to 2 items at a time. And what we have coming up next is we are going to add the fusion for rare to epic items. And the reason why we didn't do that initially is because, like I said earlier, the changing of the code can create so many different issues that we've got to do one step at a time. So we made the NFT fusing. Now we're going to add rare fusing to epic for this, for NFTs only, and that will be done by the end of this week. And guys, I want to let you guys all know that we had a phenomenal time in Bali for CoinFest 2025 and a fantastic reception from everybody there. We were pretty much the only game there. And that says a lot about where GameFi is, but I think it's interesting that there was a ton of interest, but there was no other games there. So games aren't spending money, they're not there, they're not coming to these events, but the interest is still there from big investors. And I want to give you guys a heads up now. I've got calls every day this week with large investors, and if you want to get in and you want to get into this pre-sale, you're going to have to do it very, very soon, because this number is going to change drastically when I have multiple $50,000 to $100,000 offers on the table. And I really wanted this to be a funds raised from players for themselves, for playing, for doing their in-game purchases, for doing legendary items, crafting, and all that stuff that the token is going to be required for, because this token has utility already. There's already utility in the game for the token. The token's not live yet. So that says a lot about the way that we're doing things now, right? We built the utility first. We're going to be running tournaments. We have crafting, we have fusion, we have all these different things that require your tokens to be burned, to be used, to be an item that you use in the game itself. and to buy your gems, to buy your gold, to buy whatever else you want to buy in the store. All reasons why you would have the token. So I wanted to give the players enough time to get into this. The reception hasn't been as powerful as I would like, so we're going investor routes, and there's a lot of interest. So guys, if you thought about this, if you thought about jumping into the pre-sale and you hadn't pulled the trigger yet, I'm not giving you financial advice, but just know there may not be much time left after this week. There's going to be a lot of people who are giving me vibes, who have already contacted me. Like, I made it home from Bali, and before I woke up the next day, I had people giving me their calendar to start talking conversations about investing, just to give you a heads up. And with that being said, I'm going to call the video here. I can't wait to give you the next dev update, because there'll be one coming this weekend for what we add in with the rare fusion. There will be one other item that gets addressed, and I will let you know more in that video. So happy slashing, guys. Enjoy the game.